so fun. Coolest plugin I ever used.
Depending on who you ask, dating coaches are great. They give men a lot of confidence, they give men information, especially if it's attracting or approaching women. And there are many people on here that do it and do it very well. A lot of dating coaches have amassed a lot of attention and a lot of money for themselves. Some other people feel very different about dating coaches.
Dating coaches have a vested interest in you staying single. First of all, dating coaches are not real. There's no like school you go to or certification that you get. Everyone's experience is completely different. They're not on the date to like see someone's reaction, read their body language, things that you can do. Now, if you want to find a matchmaker, someone just to set you up with someone that's compatible, that's different. Still kind of weird, not for me, but dating coaches are not real, guys. They're a scam.
Nigga, you sound dumb as fuck, bro. This is niggas like this. I gotta fix my language, bro. Bro, people like this, bro, is like you're coming from like your perspective, your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need help dating. Bro, it's some motherfuckers out here that are incompetent, like, bro, that literally don't know what to do in front of a female. My nigga. It's people out here that haven't been on dates in years. Haven't had sex in years. There absolutely is a need for dating coaches. Now, are all dating coaches quality dating coaches? Fuck no. But, bro, what the like, you're coming from like the perspective of like everybody just knows how to interact with motherfuckers, bro. Like some people are like overly anxious, like super shy. You know what I'm saying? Like even when they was around a million girls or a million dudes, if it's a female, a female really don't gotta go through because the dude's gonna approach. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like it's people actually are like shy. You know what I'm saying? Lame and fuck. Ew, I lame ass niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, like everybody don't get put like niggas like this is stupid though. I hate people. I hate this perspective. This narrow-minded ass, tunnel vision ass perspective, bro. Like no, some people actually do need dating coaches. Facts.
In this instance, the presenter is saying that dating coaches can't actually help you to a certain level because they're not there on the date with you. They can't actually coach your mistakes. But other people believe that dating coaches are simply just duplicitous. They tell their audience one thing while doing something completely different. And we've already seen this with quote unquote dating coaches or red pill gurus such as Donovan Sharp. Donovan Sharp was making a lot of money selling courses telling people to not deal with single mothers, while at the same time, he was clapping cheeks and married to a single mom.
Damn.
Yeah.
And the most famous guys to be on the clock doing this is Fresh and Fit, especially Myron. Now, when it comes to Fresh CEO, he said that he slept with over 1,000 women. While Myron does something very similar. He teaches you how to become a high-value man and how to deal with women no matter how inconsiderate the situations may be. And here's an example of that.
When you make yourself available as a woman, that is cheating.
Yeah.
That is cheating. Whether women want to accept it or not, you're not the ones going to approach the opposite gender. You make yourself available, then the opposite gender approaches you. When women get pretty for a reason, you get pretty, men approach you, that in itself is cheating because you're going out for the purpose of getting attention. Some girls sit there and say, oh no, I do it for myself. Okay, then dress up, wear makeup, and sit at home.
Now this advice is interesting. He's telling people on the podcast that making yourself pretty as a woman, this means that you will cheat and you shouldn't even worry about looking good. I mean, you're only looking good for another guy to come and talk to you. You should stay at home and put your makeup on there. Now, the issue with this is twofold. First of all, in my honest opinion, it shows a high level of insecurity. If a woman just wants to stay home and put on her makeup there, I mean, it's easy for her to make up a TikTok account and make up a Snapchat. I mean, she's gonna want to show the world that she looks good because that's kind of what people who are attractive want to do. They like showing the world how they look. And the second issue with that is exactly how you found her. Again, most of you guys understand this. You will go and see a chick that's dressed and provocative. I've known guys who go to the strip clubs and find chicks and they fall in love with them as they are. And then once you get with them, you want to try to change the person, but that's how you found them. Like if you didn't want the lady to look good or to show her body, well, then why were you attracted to her? Why couldn't you get a female that was homely looking and didn't wear makeup and all of that? Well, the reason why you didn't want that because it wasn't attractive. So what you're asking women to do who are attractive is say, hey, you got me now, so now become unattractive. It's kind of like finding a guy who works out every day and a woman says, hey, you know, you need to stop working out every day and showing clothes that show your muscles. How would you feel as a man, right?
He's right, you know.
Now, let's talk about another issue that a lot of guys would have. Like, for example, I know a lot of dudes who don't like women who wear weaves or women who wear wigs. I don't necessarily like it either, but that's not a reason why I wouldn't get with somebody. Like, if I found a woman wearing weaves or wigs, and if I get with her, I wouldn't try to make her stop it because it was okay for me to want to talk to her and get her phone number, right? But here's the issue.
Famous around the world, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman.
Myron is going to say something else that is pretty much insane.
When a woman really respects and admires a man, etc., everybody else is virtually invisible to her. She doesn't need to be in the club. She doesn't need to be consuming alcohol. Yeah. There's no reason for a woman to be at a club or a bar or any type of situation where there's the opposite gender there looking to when she has a man at home.
So in this clip, he says, if a woman respects a man, she doesn't need to be out at the club or at the bar, wherever the opposite gender is at. Like, if she's in a relationship, she shouldn't be at the bar trying to solicit somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Myron do say a lot of dumb shit. But if you are in a relationship with a nigga or a female, why are you going to bars? Like, why are you going to clubs? Like, you know what I'm saying? But low key, and it's gonna sound so fucked up, I think it's different when a dude do it than a female do it, because like I said, like, you know, it's just a little bit different. If I go out with the guys to the club, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna actually have to put forth effort to fuck some. Now you gonna have your bop, like it's gonna be some shit and then it might choose up, but it might be easy. It's more easier for me to dodge, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 hot and readies, you know what I'm saying, than like a female dodge like 500 dicks, because that's what she gonna have to go through on said same night as me. You know what I'm saying?
Part of that I agree. Like, you shouldn't be at the bar, but he did mention something interesting. The opposite gender is there, okay? So she shouldn't be there. Here's the problem with this. Myron's girlfriend, Angie, is always at the club and the bar with people of the opposite gender, all right? Now, this is a hypocrisy as a dating coach.
Tough.
You're telling your audience not to do this, but the girlfriend, Angie, who's a Venezuelan immigrant, is doing the exact same thing. Now, let me just say this. If you want to keep your woman or your wife or your girlfriend from going places because the opposite gender is there, then okay, don't go to work, don't go to the grocery store, don't go to the mall, don't go outside.
Yeah, that is a little crazy, low key.
Everywhere you go, there's going to be the opposite gender.
Hockey.
If a man is going to talk to your woman, then he's going to talk to her. It's her job to tell the guy no, okay? That's just pretty much it. But wait, it gets worse. Myron is going to tell his audience something very interesting again.
So you're saying you can never go out and have a guy's night, and she can never go out and have a girl's night?
No, I can do whatever I want. She stays inside.
He says here, she can never go out, my girlfriend, and have a girl's night out, although I can go and have a guy's night out, okay? But what do we see her doing? In the B-roll, let's just look. That is her having a girl's night out, okay? Or whatever she's doing. And then if you look at a certain point, she's actually by a guy in the video. There's a guy in the background. He's probably clapping the cheeks.
He has lipstick on.
He just said earlier that, hey, she shouldn't go out because men are there. And obviously, clearly, she's doing just...
He's one of the girls. You know what I'm saying? He got lipstick on. He got lipstick on. He's one of the girls.
That, which is
That's a
a contradiction to what he's talking about. Now, again, like, I don't have a problem how people want to run their relationships, but if you're online selling courses or trying to get guys to donate to your stuff and you're telling a man what they should do, but your girlfriend is doing the direct opposite, like, you're not serious, okay? Let's go to the 4th point.
I tell you, don't go to the club. You want to go to the club anyway and be a whore. I tell you not to hang out with your friends. You hang out with them anyway.
Again, he says, I tell you not to go to the club with your 3 or 4 friends, but you're doing it anyway. I think he's talking about something in third person, like trying to teach him to a guy, right? But what do we find his girlfriend doing? Well, The B-roll shows something different. That's her with all of her friends. Again, another hypocritical point from our guy Myron, telling you to do something that he's not willing to do. And this is the big issue, I think, with dating coaches. It's not that some of the advice is not good, because I think you can learn something from anybody. I mean, there's a lot of guys out here who have good game, and some guys have charm, or some guys teach you how to get your girlfriend back and no contact and all of that, and how to, you know, have attraction. I think nothing is wrong with those things. And hey, some of that stuff I learned from, even in my 40s. But the reality is that if you're presenting yourself as a guy on social media that has all the answers and you're not doing it, oh my God, then I'm gonna have a problem. But wait, it gets worse.
This is why I tell you guys that you need to watch what she does. No girls' nights, no clubs, none of that.
He says here, watch what she does. No clubs, no girls' nights, no nothing. But what do we see? Obviously, the same thing. These are another contradictions that we've been seeing throughout the video. But this one is the worst.
She has a high body count. That's why she's mad.
Exactly. That's why she's mad.
Like, bro, here's the thing. Whenever girls, okay, don't want to tell you what it is, that means it's high. Okay, typically when people hide things, it means there's shame there. Where does that shame come from? It comes from the reality that it is not attractive to have a high body count. And women know this.
He's on the streets doing interviews, and he's telling people, hey, listen, you know, the reason why she doesn't want to talk about her body count is because women are embarrassed, because if it was true, they didn't want to tell you.
I mean, of course, women are embarrassed about. I can't even finish watching the video because it's kind of like, I don't know. But like, of course, women probably are embarrassed about their body count just because they hear how motherfuckers, you know, perceive it. You know what I'm saying? They kind of don't want to be judged off their body count. But I think that's a good thing that women are kind of subconscious about it. The only thing that they need to do is stop fucking. You know what I'm saying? And then shit'll be decent. But I think it's kind of good that women know that like the shit they doing is actually thoughtatry. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked shit. I actually would never ask a female how many fucking dicks that she took, because that's like an unproductive question. That it's only one outcome, and that's like fucking my mental. Because like low key, anything over anything, like any dick besides mine is gonna like hurt myself. Like, damn, that bitch was really out here like just bouncing on shit. Like, it's just insane. So it really wouldn't. It's no perfect answer for it. I promise you, I done heard some of the lowest of low numbers, and I still was so disappointed. Like, you fucking whore. How could you? You know what I'm saying? So I never would actually ask a woman because like, oh my God, I would never ask. I think that's a very immature thing to do. Very unproductive, especially for a relationship. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all think about this shit down below in the comments. I appreciate all the love and support I get. I really do. I